Alright. Whew. What a damn day. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for being here. I hope your day's going better than mine has been. Cosmo, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you will consider subscribing and joining our little family here. We'd love to have you be a part. There's no charge for subscribing. Just hit the subscribe button. We can't be all things. No shit. And you're giving too many fucks. It doesn't cost anything. You can even set notifications if you don't mind getting notifications from YouTube. I don't like to get notifications, so I don't set mine. But if you set it, you'll know when I go live, and you can join me whenever I go live, and you can I answer questions for people at the end of the general reading. And for today's reading, I simply put whatever comes out. When I asked for a song, I got a song, and it was called Wild as Her. I can't remember who sings it, but if you just go to YouTube Music and pull up Wild as Her, you'll see. It's basically about a man who has a woman, and they're together, but it's like he doesn't pin her down. He doesn't try to fence her in. He gives her space to be herself, and that works for them, because any other person that would try to be with her wouldn't be able to. And there's another song I keep hearing over and over again, but what we're going to do is we're going to let Spirit choose the song for us. Welcome to whoever's here. Thank you. If you can see the video and it's good quality, could you either comment or like the video and let me know? So I can't tell who you are. It doesn't matter to me. I appreciate you being here, whoever you are. But if you can see the video and the quality is good and you can hear me all right, if you'd let me know that, I'd be very appreciative of you doing so. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to do a reading. I really feel that this is going to be a reading that's going to be for people who are single. I don't know though. We'll see what comes out, because sometimes Spirit might address different situations all in one reading. All right, let's see what song Spirit gives this reading. Spirit, what song would you give us for this reading? May I see, please? Oh, wow. Sober by Stained. This is how it goes. Every shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I make, breathing every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, whom upon the finger rest. Murder now the path has lost me, just because the sun has set. Jesus was a fucking whistler, nothing but the past is done. Jesus motherfucking whistler, nothing but the past is done. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we just sleep forever? I just want to start this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I will work to elevate you just enough to bring you down. Mother Mary was a whisper. Nothing but the past is done. Motherfucking whistler. Nothing but the past is done. Why can't we just not be sober? I just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over this time. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a sinner in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? I just want to start this over. And why can't we drink forever? I just want to start this over. This time, I just want to start this over this time. I want what I want. 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 So this person is having problems with staying sober. Kailash is letting me know he's going to join us. That's my moderator. He lives in India. And I'm so grateful that he helps me with these videos, and he donates his time without charging anything for it. I wish that I would get to a point with my channel that I could pay him. That would be so wonderful if I could get there. Hello, hello, hello. My eyes are not good enough to see. All is well. Thank you. Thank you, Kailash. I'm back at Miss Mary's. The reason why I'm running late is because Cosmo, let me see if I can show you what he looks like. Come here, Cosmo. Let's get you in. Let's see. Come here. He's not going to do it, but he's covered in blood. He attacked Miss Mary. Miss Mary's 106 years old, and he attacked her hands. I walked out for a moment, and when I came back, I had walked outside and shut the door, so I couldn't hear her either. I used to walk to the door and leave it cracked, but her daughter told me to stop doing that, so I stopped doing that. And I couldn't hear her screaming. Cosmo was attacking her. And all he was doing when I left was sitting in the windowsill, and he had been sitting there for like 3 hours, being just as sweet as he could be. But for some reason, when I walked out, and we've had a rough night. This is my first time back at Miss Mary's for months. I haven't been here in months, like since the winter. Or maybe the end of winter, the beginning of, I don't know, it was probably like the very beginning of spring. I've been working for Miss Mary for 6 years now. I started working with her when she had her 100th birthday. And for the first 3 years, we lived together 24/7. So Miss Mary and I are very close. But having Cosmo here all day and all night, when I left, for some reason, they gave the bed away that I used to sleep on. And so there was no bed, and I had nowhere for Cosmo to sleep. I had nowhere for him to perch. You know, it was just not an ideal setup for me to have him here. And he got very uncomfortable, and he kept feeling like every time I left that I wasn't going to come back. You know, every time I left the room, he got scared that I wasn't going to come back, and he finally attacked her. And he's covered in blood. I had to go to the pharmacy and buy the proper bandages, because they have, when you have skin that's delicate, his claws right now are extremely sharp, and he's been tearing my arms up. But anyway, I'm back at Miss Mary's, and I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't really want to come back, to be honest with you, but I'm here, and I'm not gonna give up, but I am gonna have to make some changes and insist on that we have a bed next time we come, because if we have the bed in there, I can put him in the room, and he'll sleep all night. He won't stay up all night long and act like a fool. So, needless to say, it's been a rough morning. Holy Spirit, can you please help me to put all of this aside and to be obedient to you, to listen for your voice, to hear your voice, even among the chaos that's in my head right now. I feel like my head is full of pure chaos. And that might be part of the reading. Like, you might feel that way too, just based on the song that I just got. Somebody is really struggling with alcoholism and drinking too much, or using some kind of chemical to medicate yourself. And you don't understand why we can't just be drunk all the time. Like, why do we have to be sober? But if we do, I want to start this over. Oh gosh, I don't understand why we have to get something so heavy right now, Spirit. But I suppose the energy is heavy right now. For some reason, I'm just feeling to start pulling cards. All right, let's see what message Spirit has for us. Spirit, what message do you have for us? What would you like to say to this collective? Thank you if you're joining me and you're sticking it out with me. I appreciate your participation. What message do you have? What are we here for, Spirit? What have we done or need to hear about? What is it you need to talk to us about right now? What do we need to hear the most right now? How do we need to hear this? What is happening that we need to talk about, Spirit? Talk to us. Talk to us, Spirit. There we go. That flew out with force. Pack your bags. Pack your bags came out, collective. Somebody is packing their bags for some reason. Get the hell out of town. It'll make you both lovable again. So maybe you've been separated from somebody by distance and you're going to go on a trip of some sort. This could be any kind of trip. You could be going on a business trip. You could be going on a leisure trip. You could be going on a cruise. You could be going on a vacation. Some of you may be going to see family you haven't seen in a while. It's my mother's 70th birthday today. I can't believe my mother is 70, but she is. There's Cosmo. He's covered in blood. Look at his face. His face and his chest are covered in Miss Mary's blood. All right, pack your bags is what Spirit's saying. Spirit's indicating that it's time to pack your bags. Get the hell out of town. It'll make you both lovable again. See that? All right. So what's being hidden? That you want shit to be different. So secretly, for some reason, you want shit to be different. And Spirit says, change yourself first. Spirit always insists on that, doesn't Spirit? All right, come here. Come here, sweet boy. I'm not letting you burn yourself on that candle. He gets mesmerized by the candles. Yes, you're my sweet boy. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Even if you hurt Miss Mary, I still love you. All right, what's being shown, Spirit? That you're going to bare your fucking soul came out, but in reverse. So it's like somebody hasn't bared their soul. They're not telling you how they really feel. All right, so what's going to happen next? You're going to go on a real fucking date. So you're going to go and see somebody, it looks like, and go on a date with them. And bare your soul came out. Why are you not bearing your soul? Oops. And what would you say if you did? Let's see what they want to say to you. They want to say something to you, but they're not saying it. Let's see what that might be. Why do they need to bare their soul? First of all, why are you packing your bags? Talk to me about packing bags. Why are you packing bags? You might just be packing some stuff up to get rid of it. I don't know why you're packing bags. You might be bagging groceries at a grocery store. Why are you packing your bags? I'm blocked and I have childhood trauma. Some of you might be blocked by some childhood trauma and you're going to go back to see some family and make amends with them. I got to get the table a little closer to me because it's hurting my legs the way I'm sitting. All right, why are you packing your bags? Because you are so different from everyone around me came out. So whoever you are, you're going to see somebody because they're so different from everyone around you. All right? Why are you wanting shit to be different? Because I can't stop thinking about you and I want to be different. I can't make it up. I want to be different came out again. I want to be different. Maybe you want to stop drinking. Maybe you want to stop saying, why can't we not be sober? You can't stop thinking about this person and you want to be different. All right, and why, if you would bare your fucking soul, what would you say? You would say, I can't express myself. So you want to express. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
This is Stephen Smith. How are you doing today?
This better be good. You're interrupting something very important.
I'm sorry, ma'am, to interrupt you. Well, I'm calling you from healthcare benefits, and I can see you have health insurance.
Why are you asking me about health insurance? If I want something, I know how to get it. I don't need you to call me and solicit it.
Well, ma'am, someone from your family or you might have applied it online for healthcare benefits. That's why we're calling you. Otherwise, why would we even call you? Why would we even care? Someone applied. That's why we're calling you.
Why are you calling me? Don't call me again. Take my number off your list. I work for the government. I work for the government. I have government benefits. You understand? They always hang up when I tell them that. All right. So when it comes to, and you see how argumentative, I'm never argumentative. Like, I wanted to fuck with him. I wanted to fuck with him. Hang on just a second. Cosmo just shit down my back. I'm so ready for this fucking day to be over. I'm sick of this day. Cosmo, I'm sick of this day, baby. I'm not sick of you, but I'm sick of this day. Oh, for the love of God. Look, on the bottom of the deck. I can't express myself, and I can't handle your love. All right, well, then why do you want to go on a real fucking date? Because why can't I tell you the truth? And why is it that you love me came out in reverse. So I don't know if they're saying, why don't you love me? Or why do you love me? For some, it might be one. For some, it might be the other. But they can't express themselves and tell you the truth. What is the truth? I don't know where to start. This person is so closed off and complicated. I'm afraid to lose you. I long for your kiss, and don't wait for me, please. What the hell? All right, start at the beginning. What is it you can't express? My life is a mess right now. Okay, that happens. We understand. All right, what does that have to do with this person that you want to see? I need to figure myself out. And how is it that you're going to figure yourself out by coming to see this person? I can't let go of you. And you triggered me. So you did something to trigger this person. You must have said something. I long for your kiss. This person wants to be with you so bad. And they want to be different. There's something about themselves that they do not like, and they want to change. Okay. It isn't personal on the top of the deck, and on the bottom of the deck we have, you can't say thank you enough. So this person is somebody you're grateful for the things they do for you. Seems like to me. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want to say? Show us how this person feels inside, in their heart of hearts, in that place where they hide all their feelings. Show us how they feel. How do they feel about packing their bags? It's time for our memories, the memories that we've made. It's time for, I think they're having that, like, that Six of Cup energy where they're thinking about all the things you guys have been through. It's time for me to see through the heart fog, to stop sending mixed signals, to stop having emotions be blocked all up, and to stop being messed up all the time. I think this person drinks too much, or they take too many pills. They make too many dollar bills. They might sell drugs. They want to have a foundation, and they're realizing that they've been sending mixed signals and that they've been messed up. All right, show me how they feel in their heart of hearts about this person that they want to pack their bags and go see. They're lusting. All right, what else? So they want to be with you sexually. What else? They're having an emotional storm because not longing. So maybe you've not been showing any interest in them, and this is causing them to feel a lot of turmoil and to be very emotionally affected and emotionally unstable. All right. How does the other person feel about them? Like all they want is you, only you. I'm devoted, I'm attached, and I'm craving you. But you have attachments, third parties, and peers that are influencing you. So they want it to be only you, but you have this third party situation, which could be anything. It could be people, places, it could be drinking, which is what we heard in the song. So they feel like that it's only you, but you have so many influences right now. And look, divine masculine on the bottom of the deck in reverse. So there's a divine masculine involved in this who's not standing in his power. He's lusting, he's emotionally affected, and he's not longing, or you're not. And somebody feels like it's only you, but you have so many influences. All right, so we see what's going on here. Somebody's going to go on a trip, and they're going to actually go on a real date. So what I want to find out is what's going to happen when you go on this real date. My throat chakra is trying so hard to close. All right, let's talk about this real date now. Spirit, what's going to happen when we go on this real date? May I see, please? What does the universe see as happening when we go on this real date? Justice and the Three of Wands in reverse. This is the tattoo tarot. Someone could have a lot of tattoos. All right, talk to me, Spirit. What's going to be what does the universe see as the need for this date? What's going to happen when they go on this date? May I see, please? Show me what's going to happen when they go on this date. What's going to happen when they go on the date? May I see, please? Justice and the Sun in reverse. Why is the Sun in reverse? These are major arcanas. So this is a major situation for whoever this is. Hey, DG, how you doing, baby? You're just... Oh, thank you. And also, hello, Espanja. Hello, Kailash. Hola. Okay, DG. Alright, so let's get back to the reading. This date will bring justice to this situation. I think what this is saying is where you've had a lot of unhappiness, you're going to see justice. Things are going to be restored to balance where they've been out of balance. There's been some, remember I told you there was a lot of sending mixed signals, blocked emotions, someone was lusting but not longing and having an emotional. It's almost like you're fighting your feelings of lust. Why are you unhappy? Because you're an emperor with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, that can't get any more clear. I mean, I almost feel like that's the end of the reading right there. You're an emperor, but you don't have your ducks in a row. Your money is upside down. Your money is funny. And that's the only deck I didn't bring with me. But that's okay, because Spirit can work around that. What happened to your money, Emperor? There's only a couple of reasons why an emperor would have money problems. Emperor. Oh my God. Okay. What happened to your money is you had an opportunity, and all you had to do was recognize it publicly and be like, hey, look at this opportunity. The universe has given me this golden opportunity to have it all. But I didn't take it. For some reason, I didn't take it. Even though someone was showing me that they loved me. This is like a Page of Cups. And look, there's the Hermit. There's a Virgo here. We have Aries, Libra, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with Virgo. Soul searching. You want things to be different. You're really thinking about this. I think you're seeking wisdom. So let's see what the universe would say would be wise. Universe, what would you say that this person needs to do differently, maybe, for this to turn around in their favor? Whoa. The Well Watcher, and this one came out in reverse. The Altar Priestess, and the Swan Queen, and the Cosmos. And we know what the Cosmos is. Some of these we've seen so many times, I think we kind of know. I've got to take a whole shower when I finish this video because of this bird. Alright, the Well Watcher. Number 7. We have 10 here. We have the Emperor. He's number 4. Yeah, the Empress is 3. He's 4. We have Justice, which is 8. So if you're into numerology, we have 4, 10, 8. I think, I don't know what that one is. I can't go that high with Roman numerals. I think it's 20. Is that 2021? I don't know. Y'all know your Roman numerals. There's only 22 major arcana. The sun is close to the end of that. I think that might be 21 or 22. Anyway, I'm going to read these cards to us. We have number 6 over here, number 1. Number 7 and number 39 with number 13. This is what we should do differently. And I'm going to also pull some other stuff over there. And then we'll answer a few questions if y'all have any. All right, the Well Watcher signals the need to go within. Remember I said you need to do some soul searching. To contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help guide you. And it looks like somebody is in fact packing their bags to go see you and to go out with you, to take you out on a date. It doesn't have to be a romantic date. So far, I don't get a real romantic feel from this. What I feel is somebody who wants things to be different. They want to be different. And you are somebody who I think they look up to, but you've done something to trigger them. Number 39. There's nothing wrong with being triggered. That's what we need. We need to give ourselves permission to feel what's below those triggers so we can heal. If you can't acknowledge it, you can't heal it, right? All right, when number 39 is your challenger, the Altar Priestess, are you degrading yourself? And you are. Like, this person was being so hard on themselves. Are you degrading yourself in any way or lessening the importance of your impact in the world? Have you allowed someone to dishonor you? Have you failed to stand up for your beliefs in order to get something you want? The Altar Priestess warns that continuing on this path could bring you trouble, as you may be aligning yourself with lower ideals as your companions. Another message she brings you is this: never sell yourself short when it comes to your intuition. You're always led to your highest ground when you follow the inner guidance. An important responsibility is brought to you when the Altar Priestess comes as your challenger. You're being required to be a spiritual warrior and to have courage. Be ready, respect yourself, and believe in your purpose as you're being chosen to be the embodiment of the sacred in this world. In essence, you're challenged to be the best you that you can be out there. You can do it, and Spirit is counting on it. So you're being called to be a spiritual warrior, a spiritual leader. And in fact, I think you want to be. I think that is what you really, truly desire. But you feel so far away from that, and you're really not. You're just, I think, a little bit out of Spirit's will. I think you've gotten a little bit out of, I think you've gotten a little off the path, and I think you know you're off the path. And I think that you're living in a situation. I'm going to try to give you some examples of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that when someone wants something from you, they will, instead of just asking you, they manipulate, they lie, they make shit up. And you've put up with this for so long that you kind of consider it as normal behavior. But that is not love. That is manipulation, pure and simple. When you love somebody, you do not lie to them about important things to manipulate them into doing the things you want them to do. And some of us have put up with that for so long that that's what we expect. That's the kind of behavior that we expect from everybody around us. And I think that is indeed what you want to be different. I think you really want to be able to express yourself, to be open, to say what's on your mind, but you don't know how because this person is so manipulative. They feel like a covert narcissist. And if you don't know what a covert narcissist is, you really need to Google it, and you really need to educate yourself, because they are that person that does so much good. They do all the stuff that is like, they do what Spirit's calling you to actually do. They pretend to do those things, all the while having an agenda. They'll do all, like, remember, you can't say thank you enough. You can never thank this person enough, but they have a fucking list of everything they've ever done for you. They don't forget anything. And they will throw that shit in your face so fast, it'll make your head spin. Something that happened 30 years ago, depending on who this is and how long you've known this person. They will bring up the diapers they put on your ass when you were a baby. You know, like, it doesn't matter what it is, they don't forget. And they'll throw it in your face, and they'll make you feel like you're worthless. Like, you're a dumbass. Like, essentially, you're not wise enough to make your own decisions. And so you've kind of stopped doing that. Okay, the Swan Queen, number 13. I see this person as somebody who drinks too much, which is causing them to struggle with what's called borderline personality disorder, where they triangulate, and they will talk to somebody about you, and then they'll go back to you and tell you a whole different story. And then you and the person that they were talking to you about will end up getting in an argument, and they'll be somewhere else starting another fire while y'all are trying to put a fire out that you didn't even start. That's what borderline personality does. And it doesn't want to acknowledge itself. It gets to the point where the person does not want to change. And it is really a symptom of alcoholism or drug abuse or a very traumatic childhood, like abandonment, things like that. All right, the Swan Queen. The Swan Queen glides your way and asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Don't look outside yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query. to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. So you got to give this some time also, because you've been enmeshed in this with this person for so long. You have been unhappy for a very long time. Very long time. But you're going to finally get justice. That's beautiful. And it isn't personal. You're not doing this because you hate on this person. You're doing this because you're tired of living this way. You're tired of giving your power away this way. You want to stand in your power. It's affecting your money. This person could be controlling all of the money. And they could be breadcrumbing you. We're going to pull some more cards real quick. But at the end of the day, Spirit is saying to you, get your own answers. Go within. Be the hermit. Do your soul searching. All right, what are the blocks to this relationship, Spirit? Getting hurt and fear of loss in reverse. So it's like, you don't care if you lose this person because you're so afraid of losing them. It's like, you think you're going to lose them anyway, so you don't care. You're a soulmate only, and you have a fear of loss. You think this is the only person you could ever be with. There's judgment and not having a fear of loss. It's made you very judgmental. Alright, what is it that we need to know about this relationship? Somebody wants sex only, and they have pent-up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. And either you or your partner only want sex, except that it's okay to reach for more. So there needs to be more to your relationship than just sex. And you need to let go of your anger issues. Alright, what else? These are the things I think that you want to be different. Somebody is playing games, and you feel incomplete, and you know you can't fix them. You've given up trying to fix this person. Either this person likes to play video games, or you play games. This is you playing those games to keep somebody interested in you. Not being yourself. Pretending to be somebody you're not. And really showing off. Ugh. Not being you. Look, you don't know how to be yourself. Can't make it up. That fell out. Not being you. Eye candy. Oh, somebody might be real beautiful. And being unavailable in reverse. Too attached. Alright, anything else that need to know that is keeping them from a healthy relationship? That flew out. Too much work. Okay. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. Whoops. And you don't care. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. So it's like you don't even know what you want. You're ambivalent. And you feel like it's too much work. What it is going to be work. It's going to be work for you to untangle all of the dysfunction that you've been living in with this person who you are with only for sex. You have anger issues, or they do. One of you plays games and they do not complete you, and you can't fix them. And you're like, it's all too much and I don't care. But you fear loneliness. You fear loneliness. So what's going to be your outcome? Rejection. You're going to reject somebody. Why aren't you walking away? You're going to reject somebody and stay right where you are because you don't know how to express yourself. So you're going to stay in this dysfunctional shit with this person that's making you miserable unless you do what the universe is indicating you should do here, which is let's find out. What would bring justice to this situation, Spirit? I don't think I called the justice. What's the justice about? Oh, baby. Look. Look who came out. The Empress came out in reverse. The Ten of Cups. That's like the most love, the most fulfillment of love you can have. The Ace of Wands and Strength. And it's in reverse, which means you want to have sex with this person bad, but you're resisting your urges. You're not, it's like, I'm going through all these feelings because I want to be with you sexually so bad, but I'm restraining myself. Why are you restraining yourself from sex, Empress? That's what you're soul searching about. That's what you need to be soul searching about. Okay. And this in itself is like a turnoff for somebody. What do you see when you soul search? Oh, that flew out from, oh, you see hope. The star came out. That's beautiful. And Temperance is in reverse. Let me see what the hell she's doing. Do you need some help? What are you doing?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay, you want me to come up there and help you?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Ugh. Sorry about that. I did not mean for you to see me looking like this. I got Cosmo shit all down my back. Anyway, I'm a human just like you are. So we have a very powerful masculine here who is struggling with money. They have a new opportunity they're recognizing, or they need to recognize. I don't think they did. I think that's why they're struggling with money. And they're unhappy because they need to go on this date to bring justice. They're struggling with being themselves, with expressing themselves. You heard the guidance. This Empress is over here and she's soul searching. She loves you so much. And she desires you so much. And she's having to be real strong. This person is having to not, like, they want you bad. This is, I think, the one who has this emotional storm going on. Like, this person wants you bad. And you have an opportunity, I think, to be with them. And they know that there's hope for this. And when they search their soul, they see that there is hope for this. But they're holding themselves back. That's what I want to understand. Look, they're going to finally lose their temperance. Or maybe that's why they're holding themselves back. Because somebody has a drug or drinking problem. Why are they holding themselves back from this? The Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands upright. They're at a crossroads because in the past they got those mixed signals and they put a lot of effort. Oh my God. He is literally just, it felt like he shit a flood on me. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell are you eating that made you so sick? God, I've never had you shit on me so much. This person has literally shit on you. God, stop. Whoever you're dealing with has shit on you so many times in the past. They have really shit on you. And see, that's what you're looking back at right here. And that's why you don't know whether you want to take a chance on this or not. But when you look inside in your soul search, you feel like there is hope for it. All right, well, why do you feel that way? The Three of Wands in reverse also. So it's like you have a lot of passion here. But I think you've invested a lot in this and got nothing back. And it might be him. It could be him because he's the one who has nothing. But it feels like it's you. All right. So what do you think you might do at this crossroads? The High Priestess came out. That is where Spirit is saying, find your own answers. Find your own answers for what you want to do here. Because it's your decision. I'm giving you the free will. I'm giving you the knowledge. The Eight of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. Somebody is unable to work. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. You're very disappointed. And you are not going to be able to work together. There's a Queen of Pentacles involved here that's in a relationship. And this is the one who is drinking too much. And the Lovers is under that. All right. So figure that out. You see what's going on here. You've heard the guidance. Let's see the practical ways you can not F yourself while you're working through this. May I see, please? Spirit wants you to really focus on what you eat and what you put into your body and on that celebrating. All right, what else? Somebody parties way too much. Somebody is obsessed with something. You need to work on your obsession and rediscover yourself. It's time for you to go back to being yourself. You got to get off of this drunk. You're drunk. You're drinking too much. You're not eating properly. All you do is drink. You don't eat. You wake up in the morning and you don't have coffee. You have alcohol. You drink. You don't eat right. And look, this might not be you, but whoever's doing this, you need to say something to them. You need to tell them. You need to say, look, your drinking is a problem. Anything else? I feel it go one more time. You need to challenge yourself. Why do they need to challenge themselves? Because fuck being nice. You need to get your life in balance. So you need to challenge yourself to stop being so nice to whoever this is that parties all the time and is obsessed. They need to rediscover themselves. They need to eat right, and somebody needs to challenge themselves and stop being so nice and get their life in balance.
Hey, I'm coming down.
Self-explore. Self-exploration. Feel what you feel. Hold on just a minute. I got to get Miss Mary. I'll be back, and then when I come back, I'm going to do Q&A. That's the end of this reading. I don't have anything else to say about it. I'm coming, Miss Mary. How's your finger going over there?
It's okay. No pain.
Huh?
No pain.
Good.
Oh.
That one right there, I might have to change it before we leave to go to Mama because it looks like it's still bleeding a little bit.
Okay.
But it was pretty, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'll look at it again before we leave. I really don't think they could do anything to it other than what I'm doing though.
I don't either. I know they couldn't, so.
Where you going to sit in your chair?
Yeah, how about up front? Out front.
I'm not going out there, it's too hot for me.
Okay, I like it hot.
I'll let you go out there, okay?
Alright.
I don't know if I have a way to put him out there.
It doesn't. No, I don't want to get outside and get lost.
Well, thing is, I might have to make him longer. Let me see this. This is what I was most concerned about. It looks like it stopped bleeding, but it did bleed through. Yeah, we'll change that one before we leave. We'll let it stop bleeding. It should stop pretty soon.
Okay.
Stop, Otto. in without help.
I won't.
But we need ready and all. We're gonna leave soon to go home, okay? But I'm gonna change the bandages first. I'll just stop right there. Come here.
Don't hurt us on my head.
Don't start with me. You done tore that woman's fingers all to hell, and I got to call her daughter and tell her that shit. Y'all give me just a minute and I'll be back to finish. If you got any questions, if not, thank you for joining me. I'll beat your ass. I'm so sick of you today. I'm sick of you today. You need to stop that shit. I'm sick of it. You bite me one more motherfucking time and I'm gonna snap your neck. I have had it with you. I have fucking had it with you. And I've had it with this. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. way back. If there's anybody still here. I'm in the wrong place. And I can tell. Let's see who this asshole is. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
What do you want?
This is Anna. How are you doing today?
What?
This is Anna. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm busy. What do you want?
Well, this call is about your health insurance, and I can see
Can you
here that
please
your
take me
health
off of
insurance
this
is not-
perpetual bullshit list? I don't want your health insurance. That's what we put up with every fucking day of our lives here. All day long wanting to give us health insurance that doesn't even exist. Okay. Anybody here, Kailash, besides us? Can you still comment on the video? Is there any tea on the situation that I was just reading about, Spirit, that we need to know about? Is there any tea that happened? Somebody's been creeping. Somebody has been creeping, watching you. Secretly watching you, driving by your house, going through your social media accounts. What do they see when they're creeping? That you're not going to kiss any ass, you're not having a secret love affair, and you're not a boss daddy. Why do they care? Because they, your light irritates their demons, and they're not hustling. They can't make it rain, and they can't focus on, they can't get any money. So they see that they're not a boss daddy, they're not having an affair, and they're not kissing ass. And their shine irritates somebody's demons because they can't make any money. So what the fuck do they want? They want to stop wasting time. They want to stop having karmic friends. They want to stop being married for money and stop being a cyberbully. What are they going to do? They're going to fake smile. They're going to be fake. Why are they going to be fake? Because of their ego and them having legal issues. And being interested but acting like they're not. This person's got issues, baby. You better go inside and you better do some soul searching before you get involved with this one. Alright, any questions? There we go. Good deal. Espanja, what's your question, baby? Tell you when what? I don't have any timing cards with me. I can tell you if. What do you want to know, Espanja? I'm not quite getting it. I just washed my hair last night, and if you bite me one more time, I'm gonna break your neck. I'm telling you, you're so close to being dead right now. I might have to take that lady to the hospital because of what you've done to her finger. All right, go ahead, DG. You're gonna go ahead because the sponge is apparently not with us right this minute. DG, are you here? Just a quick divine message. Okay. Cosmo, what are you doing? Look at him. You can see his beak, it's got blood all over it. He's got blood all over his stomach. Hey, look at him biting me. You see the blood on his face and on his belly? He's not supposed to be outside of his environment like this. And I'm not supposed to work days. I'm only doing it as a favor. And no good deed goes unpunished. Alright, divine message for DG Spirit. Can you please give DG a divine message that'll help him on his journey, please? I'm going to just give you one of these. Divine message for DG Spirit. Have you seen any signs of the last one I gave you? Thank you, DG. Have you seen any signs? Hey, Nishi, what's up, baby? Abundance coming into your life everywhere you turn? Not yet? Okay, well, keep looking, because that message was powerful. Okay, Spirit. Message for DG. May I have a message, please? What message would you give DG? There we go. You got a few here. I'm going to go ahead and give you all of them. It's going to take me a minute, but I'm going to give you all of them. Alright, you got Lady of the Gift, Eyes of Beauty, the Arrow Master in reverse, and the Lady of Lightning. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might have that placement. There's also there's an air feel to this. A strong air, like a Gemini vibe or Libra. It could be an Aquarius. 20, 25, 10, and 35. Alright, so number 20. Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, and withholding. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and the method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asked of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people. Be mindful of your perceptions, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. So remember that. You have to see others as being someone special. And be careful. He shit on me again. Like, I don't even know where all this shit is coming from. He hasn't eaten that much. All he ate was a lot of flesh off of her fingers. When you see a stranger and they are sitting on the side of the road with a sign that says, "Feed me, I'm a veteran and I'm hungry," or whatever they might say, when you look at that person, do you judge them and automatically assume that they have a drug problem? Or do you look at that person as being someone who is a human being with a soul and a spirit that deserves love and compassion? Spirit wants you to look at that person as someone who deserves love and compassion. That doesn't mean you have to give them money, because you could be right. They could be having a drug problem, but you should still look at them as deserving love and compassion, is what's being said, okay? And then number 25, the eyes of beauty. When the eyes of beauty shows up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Truly, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different according to how it's perceived. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. So you need to start expecting to see beauty. Your true perception is everything. Instead of seeing the glass half empty, see it as being half full. You have to have a positive attitude and expectation. You have to get clarity about positivity. There's a sense that you're being a little negative here, and especially when it comes to certain people or groups of people, judgmental type feel. Number 10 in reverse, the Error Master. You're not hitting your target, I don't think. The Error Master appears to let you know that if you continue on your present course, you could be shooting yourself in the foot. You're being challenged now to take a look at the motives behind why you want to reach your goal at all. Is this a path of true destiny or the lure of fantasy and ego desires? Are you setting your intention to win something away from another, or to get what you want, whether or not it's good at all? Remember also that life is not a competition. The concept of competition is flawed and encourages a perception of lack. Your time will come. Be very clear that you're pointing in the right direction and don't chase your arrow. If your intention is to find an easier, softer way or a shortcut to your goal, it's time to give that up, since it won't work in the long run. Don't be seduced by quick, get-it-now ideas. This is the time to ask for the highest intentions to replace the old ones. Sometimes a new set of arrows and another target altogether are needed. Then you can never miss your mark. So you're shooting at the wrong target somehow. Something's really making you negative and judgmental. Number 35. And you might also be seduced for the wrong reasons, like to have fame or, I don't know. This is what you don't see coming, the Lady of Lightning. As an ally, the Lady of Lightning brings powerful forces of change into your life. She tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime, or a series of aha moments culminates in a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to change just like that. Maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You may have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. Be prepared. Change is imminent, and a total paradigm shift may be upon you. Don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. great things are happening when the Lady of Light appears. Lady of Lightning appears. It's indicating once again that you're fixing to have a very fortunate something happen. And it's like you're resisting it because you're still stuck in some old patterns. I want to see what you need to do here. What is it that DG needs to know, universe, about the situation that's about to happen? The Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Wow. That's like some real quick news, and a lot of it, of something very victorious, like a real big win. The Three of Swords and the Six of Wands in reverse. It's like, if I don't get this win, it's going to break my heart. What does DG need to know, universe? There's somebody with blonde hair. And then I see somebody with brunette hair. Somebody has very blonde hair, though. They may even like to put like blue in it or different colors. They may have like gray, they color it blonde. All right, what does DG need to know here? What exactly does DG need to know here to overcome whatever is blocking his path from this glory, this beautiful outcome? Okay. Oh my God. There's a woman here, DG, a Queen of Pentacles. It looks like this is someone you're in a relationship with, but not in a relationship with. It's like the two of you are in a relationship, but not together. And it's like there's been a lot of heavy stuff that's caused a lot of pain. Okay, and what does DG need to know about this? Okay, so there's a woman involved here. Look, that's where the unhappiness comes from, DG. Remember the original reading? You need justice for this relationship right here. I think this is a Sagittarius. I personally think it is. They could have a water placement. They could have that Sagittarius placement, and there could be an air placement also. Also, earth. They could have earth, water, fire, and air. This person has blended energy. Very, very blended. You've either had a relationship with them in the past, or you're in one now, but you're not together. All right, why are you bringing this up? This is what's blocking. How is this blocking the blessings? How is this blocking the blessings? I don't know who this woman is to you. She's wife material for sure.
I'm coming inside.
Oh my God, hold on a minute.
I think I'll call Meg and see what they're doing. I think I'll call Meg and see what she's doing this afternoon.
Oh, we're not going to my mom's?
It's so very hard for me. I know you're going.
Huh?
I know you're going.
No, I'm not going. If you don't want to go, I'm not going. You can call her, but I haven't told her about your fingers yet, and I'd like to tell her about your fingers first.
Okay.
And I need to change the bandages on them again and look at them and see how they look.
They don't hurt at all.
Okay. Do you want to go sit in your chair?
Yeah, I can do that.
You don't want to sit here, do you?
No.
I'm almost finished with this video, and then I'll call her and I'll tell her what happened, and then you can talk to her, okay?
Okay.
Let me tell
Yeah, how
her.
about your mom?
Don't worry about that. I'll go there when I leave. Don't worry about that.
When you leave. What do you mean, when you leave?
I'm leaving this afternoon. There's somebody else coming to take care of you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And the bird is so cute. He loves you, Mama.
He's cute, all right.
He
He's
is.
a mess.
He's really kissing you. you don't miss going to your mom's on my account.
I'm not worried about that. I wasn't even I was taking you because I thought you might enjoy it, but if you think it's too hot, you know, we're not gonna go.
It's not too hot.
Is that what you just said?
I said it is hot, so
It is hot. I wouldn't sit out there if I were you. It could be dangerously hot for you. And it's hard to tell, you know what I mean?
yeah.
When I get through, I'm almost finished with this video. When I get finished, I'm gonna check some bandages and then we'll call her. Because I want her to come over and see it.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. So, ouch, ouch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do not bite me again. All right, why is this woman an issue for DG and his success? There's been something that's happened between the two of you that's caused some heavy stuff. This could be, oh my goodness, this is the one that has all this love and has not, it doesn't look like it's like there's a lot of love but no desire. Why is there no desire? They might be the one that's holding it back. This is where the love, this person wants to be recognized as someone that you love. That would make them happy. But they feel like you have like unconditional love for them, but no sexual desire, no chemistry, like there's no connection. They feel like that somehow, even though you're still together, that the connection has been lost and that you do not recognize them. You don't even recognize the love that they have for you. And you would make them so happy. But there's someone else, and there's a Queen of Cups involved also. There's another woman here. Both of them are in reverse. The Emperor, there you are, showing up as the Emperor. And there's some codependent behaviors here also. Alright, so what Spirit's saying is you need to deal with this relationship right here with this woman. You have a lot of feelings for them, or they do for you, but there's just no desire. And it's because you don't recognize how happy this would make them or would make you. What's the holdup? It has to do with work, temperance, the Fool, and oh my God, Dee, wow. 3 out of 4 of these are major arcanas, and it's something to do with work. And then it's like losing your temperance, deciding I'm just gonna take a risk on doing something new, and having this tower moment. That's what you're fixing to have, a huge series of aha moments. There's something coming into your life that's going to change everything. What's the Tower? What's the Tower and the Fool? It's almost like you're going to get tired of somebody who has a drinking problem. Death in reverse, the 4 of Cups in reverse, and the 4 of Wands upright. So it's a relationship that you're in where there's no love and it's not going to change. It's not going to get any better. And that's what you're going to realize. You need to do something different because you're working towards nothing. You're working towards a relationship that's leading you nowhere. there's a sense of celebrating too much and romanticizing this, like pretending like it's not as bad as it really is. You are in one hell of a situation. I don't know if these are people that you work with or if this is, like people at home. You got to deal with that relationship, DG. Really, you do. I sense that you know who the person is. I sense that you know. Who's next? Yeah, interesting. Is DG going to make the right decision and deal with this the female that's in the near future? You're not going to ask for any help from somebody else. Like, asking for help from others is not going to happen in the near future. Remember I said there was some codependency? Remain positive. How does this woman feel about DG? She said she feels like you have too much ego but that you're not incompatible with them. Why does she feel like you're prideful? Because she feels like you've been confused about being like a past life love and having memories. Why do they think he's confused? Because of being with, you're clinging to a soulmate, DG. Why is that such a big deal? Because you're wasting time and sending mixed signals about a foundation and being at a distance. So what is he going to ultimately do? There's no chemistry because of this. It's like family is here. The chemistry and the distance are a factor. Why is chemistry and distance a factor when it comes to family? Because you feel like you've made too many mistakes to go back. And you're bluffing. Or they are. I feel like you've just made too many mistakes to go back with this situation. But you gotta figure out how to get it closed because it's keeping you from a beautiful future moving forward. Whatever it is, I don't know what's going on with you, but you got a woman involved in your life. It could be your wife, but it's like everything's all messed up in that relationship. I'm sorry about that bad news. All right, Esponja, what is it you want to know, Esponja? Come on, get to it now. I'm not trying to be rude, but I have to deal with Miss Mary right now. She's got serious cuts on her fingers. I'm not going to keep waiting for you to post your question. Thank you. Carlos received a claim from the housekeeper. I don't know what he did. Other women. Party. He left. And he hates you. He's so bad and you're so sad. Oh. Okay. Show me how Carlos feels about the sponge spirit. Like he's not bluffing when it comes to intimacy. Show me how Carlos feels about a sponge of mercy, please. Cosmo, stop. Like there's intimacy and he wants to have a foundation. That's how he feels about you. How does he feel about a sponge? Like you're broken when it comes to intimacy. Tell me how he feels about being in a relationship with a sponge right now. Divine Masculine, confession in reverse, too much pride, and he has no hope. He feels like he has no hope. There's something he's not telling you. What is he not saying? That he's at his breaking point. Why is he at his breaking point? Because of the perspective. He feels like he's got a good perspective. What does that have to do with the Espondra? You cause him a lot of pain. He's afraid. He has pain when it comes to you and rejection. What are the blocks to this relationship? Somebody tells untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things. Change your stories and see the good that can happen. What else? Somebody's let go. They're not holding on to this anymore. And they feel like they need to find somebody better. They feel unloved and want somebody better. They've let this go. They're tired of all the lies. They're tired of the untrue stories. So what should they do differently? This is too much work, and they don't care. It's like, I can't fix you. I can't make this better. You have to fix yourself. And I agree. Each of you need to work out your own situation before you can bring this back into a relationship. Because right now, the way the two of you are acting and showing up is very immature. There's a big need for healing in both of your lives. Is there anything you can say to Espondra that might help her to not make mistakes when it comes to this relationship? Spirit said to do something as a 30-day challenge. See yourself, force yourself to do something new for the next 30 days to form a new habit. Okay, what else? Give less fucks. You got to care less, and you got to do something new for 30 days. You don't love this journey, and you can't take a vacation from it. It's like you can't leave it alone, but you need to leave it alone. Challenge yourself to do something new for the next 30 days, okay? And work on yourself. Try to work on yourself and get yourself healthy, because this has become very toxic, okay? All right. What's up, Niche? Yes, absolutely. Guidance, Spirit, from me, for you, from you to Nishi. Guidance, please. May I have guidance, please? They came out sideways. I'm going to just turn them upright. I'm going to read you the upright meanings. You got the prison waif, keeper of the scales, and the high lady of love and compassion. 31, 38, and 1. Okay. When the prison waif arrives in his realm as your ally, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are, in fact, preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this, and I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news, because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself, addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work and get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in a prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of jail and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in. All right, let go, Cosmo. Let go of my hand. Let go of my hand. Cosmo, let... Get off my damn hand. I've almost lost it today, y'all. The law of harmony is enacted when the keeper of the scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her, as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. When you do, you also magically align with the abundance of the universe and the powerful forces of synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to the fulfillment of your highest intentions. Harmony begins with the self and then resonates outward to others. You're in a harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself and love, respect, and accept always, fully taking responsibility for your actions. Only then can you be in harmony with others. This is because love is the central force that connects all of life and aligns you with like-minded others. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolution in all disputes, including those involving the legal system or other important exchanges. The keeper of the scales is a just and kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path. And then number 1. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen into the material. Love's greatest creative power is ignited by the conscious action of compassion, generosity of the heart, reverence, respect, and empathy for all living things bring you profound power to live a life of happiness and contentment. Love, compassion, and kindness to all must be the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When your intention is to create a prosperous and abundant life, unconditional love will be returned tenfold. The High Lady also reminds you that when she chooses to be your ally, she brings you evidence that you're loved. All manner of synchronicities align in your favor. If your question refers to a relationship, you're required to think of the other person and inquire what is in his or her highest good. Give selflessly without asking for or expecting anything in return, and let go. What is yours will come to you. Kindness always returns somehow. You will surely receive that which you give in more ways than you can imagine. Okay, who's next? Hey, Manya. Hey, Amia. Yes, yes, yes. You're welcome, beautiful. You're so welcome. Love and light to you too, baby. I'm sorry I'm having a bad day. I'm so upset about what's happened with Cosmo and Miss Mary. It's just got me. I'm so down. Is there somebody next? Kailash? Lamia. Okay. What happened? Are you next, Manya? Lamia? Go ahead, Lamia. You wanted to know. Hold on, let me see. I saw your question, but I was waiting for confirmation. Will Jabber or Yabber come back into your life? Will our love story find its way again? All right, let me see. Angels, can you tell me if Yabber will come back into Lamia's life? No need to worry, but you're not remaining positive. Yes, but you're not remaining positive. Will you ever come back into Lamia's life? Get more information and remain positive. If this bird shits on me one more time, will you ever come back, Spirit? Massey, please. I'm so ready to go home. If you believe and ask your angels, no. No in reverse. Is that a no or a yes? You're ready a year from now. Success. So it looks like there's a possibility that he could come back a year from now. Show me how he feels about Lamia, Spirit. Show me how Yabra feels. Spirit said, use your intuition when it comes to being a past life love and a twin flame who needs to return. Okay? Oh. I'll be right back. Okay. I have never seen this bird shit this much. And he literally hasn't eaten or drank anything the whole time we've been here. Okay. Dipping, dipping, dipping. Manya, did you? No. Just asking, why are you sad? Oh. I've had a rough day. Cosmo bit the shit out of Miss Mary. He attacked Miss Mary while I was in the bathroom. And I couldn't hear her screaming, and he was biting the hell out of her. He tore the fingers. She has very thin skin because she's 106 years old. And so when he bit her, it literally caused the skin to just tear all the hell on her fingers. And I went to the drugstore and purchased the stuff that they recommend for skin tears, but she's got one that's really bad. And I don't even want to tell her daughter that it happened. But really, last night when I got here, I knew that Cosmo did not need to be here because we had no bed to sleep in, and he sleeps in the bed with me. So he kept getting up off the couch and sitting on my chest and looking at me like, why are we here? So finally I put him in his kennel, and he slept in his kennel. I put a blanket over it, and he was fine. And then when I got him up this morning, he was fine. I fed him. I fed Otto, and I put him in the windowsill. I left. I went and got breakfast. I was gone for 5 minutes and came back. He was fine, no problem. We had breakfast. He was fine, sitting in the window. And I walked downstairs to go to the bathroom. And when I did, he attacked Miss Mary while I was gone. And he tore her fingers up. Her first fingers right here on this part, the skin is torn off. It's not deep, but it's just, it is what it is. It's just called a skin tear. And it's hard to get bandages to stay on your fingers because you use your fingers so much. But she is on an antibiotic that will clear the infection up in case one were to develop. She's on a very strong antibiotic. And she should be fine. I've got the best products you can get, what doctors recommend to treat it with. But I don't even want to have to tell her daughter that it happened because now the nurses have to treat it every day. And I just feel horrible that it happened. But truly, I just should have never been here with the bird. But I can't leave my bird home for 24 hours because he'll get into stuff. And he can't stay in his cage for that long. That's just not fair to him. So I can't do these shifts. This is not going to work for me. Either I just do overnights or I just don't do it at all because I can't put him, in the cage all 24 hours. And I can't put her at risk of having him here. Not to mention, I'm sick of him being on my fucking head. And he shit on me like 20 times while I've been filming this video. And I'm just over it. I've got shit on me and no clothes to put on. I just feel disgusting and I'm ready to go home. It's awful. And I feel so bad about Miss Mary's fingers. Like, when it happened, I just wanted to die. I just wanted to crawl under a rock and die. I couldn't believe he did it. I still can't believe he did it. And telling her daughter is like over the top when it comes to her. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I'm just going to put it like that. This is probably going to be my last day here. I can't do it. I got too much in my life right now going on. We just got a raise at work, and they did give me a small bonus. It wasn't as much as I was expecting, but it was nice of them to give me something because I hadn't been there for a year. And I'm doing okay, you know. So. Yeah, we've been washing it with soap and cleaning it real good. And then I went to the pharmacy and I got these bandages that are like sticky, and it's like an artificial skin, and it covers it. And then I got some thin gauze to cover that with. And then I've got these little stretchy things that you can put over it that covers it to protect it all and keep it all in place. But it's still bleeding because it just happened at like noon, and we're trying to get it to stop bleeding. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do her bandages again and get up with her daughter and let her daughter know. We were going to go to my mom's because it's my mom's 70th birthday, but she doesn't want to go, so we're not going to go to that. And I'll just go to that later, or I'll go see my mom tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. But you can't take a bird, especially one like Cosmo, out of his environment for this long, because he is a creature of habit, and he becomes very fearful that I'm going to abandon him here. Every time I left the room, I think he got more and more anxious, like I wasn't going to come back. And because he hasn't attacked anybody he used to attack me like that every day when I first got him. And I had to break him of it. And he hasn't done it in months. And he's been around her, and he's even been on her, but he's never hurt her. But he went into one of his psychotic, where his eyes turn red. They have these hormonal fits that they have. And he had one for some reason. Something triggered him to have one of those fits. So he won't be coming back here. Not unless I'm just coming for the night and we can go to bed and close the door, and he won't be around Miss Mary. Because anytime you have a bird, you have the potential of being bitten. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's what birds do. So I can't hate him, but I got to go take care of her because her hand is still, it bled through the bandage. You guys just pray for Miss Mary, okay? Yep, I'm sorry about it too. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be back tomorrow at my house in the morning. I'm going home at 7 o'clock tonight, and I'll be back at my regular time in the morning to do the reading and the Q&A from my house at my table. Okay? I love you guys, and I appreciate you showing up and understanding that even readers sometimes have bad days. What's your question, Manya, baby? I missed it. I thought she said she was just asking why I was so sad. I didn't see her question, Kailash. When I read it, it looked like it said, no reading. I just wanted to know why you're so sad. I don't think I did one for her. No, I'll answer your question. I just didn't see one. Okay. I didn't complete your question. I did complete your question. Spirit said for you to use your intuition about your past life love and your twin flame returning. That was the end of your question. Use your own intuition about them returning and what that's going to be like, okay? And if you watch the original reading, it talked about that in the original reading also. Thank you, Kailash. I'm going to go take care of Miss Mary now. If you want me to answer more questions, come back tomorrow and I'll be happy to, okay? I love you guys and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kailash. I love you, sweetheart.